Hey everybody, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina Kristina. So this is the place where we read books and talk about books. There's no special effects here. There's no theme music. I have nothing special about me. It's just me reading books, talking books. So I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like and subscribe. Let me know I'm doing a good job. I have this fantasy about hitting 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. Fingers crossed. I know I haven't had a chance in hell, but it would be nice if you could help a little. It doesn't cost anything to share the love. And so today we are going back to one of my authors here. I know this wasn't too popular. I had to, if you check out Flashback Mondays, you know I'm doing this RT book review on Mondays, talking about, we will talk about 2008 next week. We just finished 2007. And don't forget Star Trek Fridays, Next Generation, where we're going through the episodes. I'm a series person. I like to read about the character's progression from book to book to book. And that's the same thing with Star Trek Next Generation, the character's progression from episode to episode. There's, there may be a different plot line each episode, but the characters proceed and continue like a soap opera. Just like a good series book. We are doing J.A. Jance, J.P. Beaumont this week. We are doing J.D. Robb, Eve Dallas, the In Death series. And we are doing Laurell K. Hamilton, in anticipation of Slay, which comes out in a couple weeks. So today we are doing Laurell K. Hamilton, Kiss of Death. I believe, don't quote me, I will have to check it later. Book 21 of the series, 21 or 22? 21, I think 21. I'm not sure. I will look it up later. So sorry to interrupt you, Casanova. I am an audiobook fan. So most of my series books I do own, both audio and hardcover. So check that out. I do even have some J.R. Ward hardcover. Well, we will get to these at some point. See? So anyways, we're going to be talking about this book. It's a little bit better than Hit List. A little. The fact that we're doing a little Hit List and Bullet with the last couple. And we're getting up to that surprise book that most of you probably don't even know about unless you're a big, huge hardcore fan. Oh, I forgot my shirt. Hold on a second. Okay, for those of you don't know, and I'm not wearing it because I want to preserve it. I want to save it. I don't know why. But for those of you who don't know, I used to be a really hardcore Laurell fan. And I just had it. We had a newsletter. And this, and a autograph picture. And for this book, we see some old pals, so I found a new picture, or an old picture. Here we go. Dolph, this is Dolph here, and this is Zabrowski. So they show up in our book here. So it's a little different. We get some new characters, and like I said before, this was my Bible, so if you check out Flashback Mondays, you'll find out what books I still own that were listed in this magazine in 2007 previous weeks, and next week we're getting to 2008. This happens to be 2012. We will get there at some point next year or this year. Well, no. But I did look it up. Now, for some reason, Laurell's books were considered urban fantasy and not paranormal. Don't know why. But see, they had a urban fantasy section. And Dead got 2 stars. And normally when I do this particular magazine, I particularly mention 4 and 5 star stories. But since we're doing this one, I just thought I'd check it out. And okay, it says this is the 21st book. So I was right, 21. If you like those recent installments, you'll probably enjoy this one. Still, while heroine Anita is faced with a challenging case, her personal life threatens to unravel on every page. She's seemingly more fused with stumbling in her appropriate stilettos at a crime scene than she is by accidentally sucking the energy from her lovers. When a young girl is abducted, it's up to Anita and her partners to find her, but finding the girl only brings more questions than answers as they discover a strange group of vampires they've never seen before. Vampires who are really ordinary people, recently turned and willing to die for their master. They are perhaps the most dangerous thing Anita has encountered. So she's the book starts off with her interrogating this guy, and things go south. And she does one of those kicks, in the movies where the chick sticks out her leg and kicks the guy. But Anita's wearing stilettos and her stiletto gets stuck in the guy's chest. So that's the first one. And then they discover, once the guy fesses up, they discover that it's a trap, and the trap is meant for Anita. But because they are so far away, other people go there first. So the guy gets all upset and things go 6 ways to Sunday. And they discover that it's a cult type situation. This guy is turning elderly, young kids, all type of normal people. And they don't realize what they're getting into. They get brainwashed a little bit. And they don't want a ruler. And there's this big thing about the European Council taking over the United States, the European Vampire Council. That's where they want Jean-Claude to step up and be ruler of the United States. And these people don't want any rulers, and they're rebelling in their little way. So there's this little, see if I can get it going here. I heard rumors of dissatisfaction at the idea of the ruling council, all vampires being here in America. There are some that fear that the old council members that remain alive will simply set up shop here and rule as they did of old. To keep that from happening was one of the main reasons that I have been encouraged by most to set up an American Vampire Council. I and the vampires here are more trusted than the old European masters. So they go into a big whole thing about that. Then after the crime scene, and after all the stuff that happens at the crime scene, and there's some stuff, we'll get to that part. So, so then she has a couple of chapters where she's calling home and telling her men that she's okay. Then we have a couple of new guys, Arlene and Bryce, and they talk some personal stuff. Then Zabrowski wants the vamps to spill secrets. So he tells Anita to put on a show. And Mr. Kirkland, as you know, Larry, he got married in Incubus Dreams. If you've been following his storyline, he has morals and he's very upset. He does not want to participate in this at all. There's this little, it means I can read your face, the set of your shoulders. All we're doing is our job, Larry. It's my job to take the head and heart of dead vampires so they won't rise from the grave. It's my job to execute vampires that are legally sanctioned for death. But it's not my job to help the police terrify suspects. It would be like electrocuting a dead body in front of a condemned human prisoner. The body is still dead, so you don't kill it in front of them, but they still smell the meat cooking. It's barbaric, Anita. I won't be Zabrowski's monster in the closet. And it goes on. They have a whole conversation there. Then Anita, in the beginning, in the early chapters, one of the officers goes off on a huge tangent. And Zabrowski's like, you need to tell me what happened later. So um, she fed off his anger and she drained him, and he lost 2 hours of his life. He has no memory of what happened. So her and Dabrowski have a chat about that. Then we have another conversation in 13, and it goes, it's an interesting little tidbit. Uh, uh, what kind of marshal do you want to be, Bryce? The question stopped Bryce, made him look fully at Larry, and then glanced at Dabrowski and me. Bryce smiled at Larry. One who was good at his job, Marshal Kirkland. He kept smiling, but his eyes changed. The look wasn't directed at us. So far from the side, it was harder to read. But whatever was in those gold brown eyes made Larry drop his hand. I'm good at my job, Larry said. His words were soft, but they carried in one of those weird moments of silence that happens in noisy rooms with crowds. Everyone gets quiet at the same time and suddenly can hear everyone. I never said otherwise, Bryce said, but he walked away from Larry. Larry actually blushed, but it wasn't embarrassment, it was anger. I'm a good marshal. Bryce's face was serious, almost sad, but I think only we saw it. He got his smile back in place as he turned around to Larry and the still silent room. I repeat myself, Marshal Kirtland, I never said otherwise. Don't let her make you into a killer. And just like that, our little family feud, Larry's and mine, was suddenly very public. The silence was so thick you could spread it on bread, but you wouldn't have wanted to eat it. Everyone was straining to hear now, because everyone likes gossip, even cops. Bryce said, last I checked, Kirkland, our job description says we execute the monsters. That makes us killers, legal and all, but we're supposed to kill things, Marshal. It's our job. I know my job, Larry said. And if you want to hear the rest of this conversation, you got to read the book. Then we go for a meal. Then we have a hostage situation. Then we go home for 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, our adult situations. 25 is another crime scene. They have a situation with vampires. Then we have another interrogation thing where Detective Preston is grilling Anita. Then we go home to the circus, and if you're a big fan of the series, you know that Richard has issues and Asher has issues. And Asher had made us think, I forget what Bullet, was it Bullet that he made the first think about going to Narcissus and Chains, in that situation there. So he makes an additional stand and he's like, that's it, I'm leaving tonight. And John Claude and you're like, fine, go, we're kicking you out of our little group here. And he's going to go with Narcissus. And then in the middle of all this, Mephistopheles or Devil and Asher get into it over a girl. And then John Claude and Asher have another fight. And then there's talk of a scene. I'm not sure if it was Bullet or Hit List, one of them. No, it wasn't Hit List. That Anita let John Claude have another woman, let him and Richard have another woman. Although Richard dates often, it's John Claude that's never been with anybody else but Anita in the 7 years they've been dating. And there's this Envy girl who's been with John Claude. So there's a big discussion about that. There's a big fight. And then John Claude and Anita have a little thing because John Claude wants to go have goodbye adult situation with Asher. So there's a situation there. And then Anita goes and have adult situation with Nikki that goes 6 ways to Sunday and she almost kills him. So there's a whole nother 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 is all that situation. 39, we're back with the Vamps again. Phone call from the Vamps. Hey, from Bryce. There may be bombs in your place. This vampire set up bombs. So 41, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44 are all dealing with relationship stuff while we're checking out the bomb situation. And then there's a climactic bomb situation involving some of Anita's men. One of them, Nathaniel. So if you want to find out if Nathaniel survives this particular situation, you'll have to check it out. So please check it out and please hit the like and subscribe. Let me know I'm doing a good job. We got our Anita Blake Kiss the Dead series going on here. And if you like our little fan club here and my little t-shirt here. So please hit the like and subscribe. Let me know I'm doing a good job. It's just me reading books, talking books. There's nothing special going on here. There's no special effects. I'd really appreciate it. And hit the like and subscribe. I know the book only got 2 stars, but if you could give me 1 by hitting the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And like and subscribe. Let me know I'm doing a good job. Thank you.